inspirations for amateurs. The rest of us just show up and get to work. And that's exactly how I feel. When I get tweets that are like, Casey, what inspires you to make the work? I say, there's no moment of inspiration. It's all just a labor. And it's via the process of creation that the idea is actually birthed, that it's actually hatched. It's never a moment of inspiration and then the product is there. It's like everything I do, everything I make, I think that's true for most people in the creative world, is a product of a process, and that process invariably involves a lot of hard work.
Who knew there was surfing in Mississauga? I had no idea, but apparently it's a thing. Shout out to the drone. It's been a while since I flew that thing too, so shout out. Alright, I think the last vlog I did was about a month ago, just around the end of summer. And now it's basically the end of September, so I figured I'd do a video. It is my YouTube anniversary coming up this week, and you know, it's important to kind of stay on the ball with regards to making videos, otherwise it's harder to do these things.
You know, what's been going on, where I've been, that sort of thing. The crazy thing is, when you haven't vlogged for a while, and then you go outside with your camera, pointing at you like this with a big fluffy microphone, it never becomes normal. I mean, even when I was daily vlogging, it wasn't normal to do this. Like, it always felt weird. It always felt weird, but it feels even weirder right now.
So, yeah, what can I say? Another year on YouTube. Man, where does the time go, right? Anyway, for the 5 of you that are wondering where I've been here, just haven't been really making videos. And maybe it's because I'm uninspired or bored, or sort of just kind of didn't want to go through the whole process of making the video. But I'm back. You know, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I thought that with the end of summer I might try to get back into it, but I've just been really not feeling the vibe of just getting the camera and making something. So this is kind of like my start in terms of just getting back on the horse, if you will. I mean, the first video that I uploaded to YouTube was in 2018, October 2nd. And you know, from then to now, it's definitely become like an evolution in regards to just, you know, making content, making videos. I mean, what I can say is, my experience or my view is that you just change as a person. Like, you just change with regards to what you value and what you want to make. And you know, I had to stop there. People coming by, haha, I'll get back in the swing of things. But what I mean is that you just change as a person. Like, you want to push yourself, you want to do different things. It's not that you get bored of what you made in the past, but you've kind of like outgrown it, or you've kind of moved past it. And to do like the same thing over and over again, you just feel like you could do more, like you could do better, like you could do more impactful stuff. Like, I had someone on Open Shutter the other day, my podcast, by the way.
You have to have that fulfillment. And I think at some point in every creative's life, especially if you come from a sports background, this is something I've observed and I'm experiencing currently, is you create a lot of like sports, like live content, that's fun and all, but then you hit this point where you're like, I want more meaning in my work. So yeah, lately I've been pursuing kind of narrative work, even just some personal little projects. Yeah, stuff that's a bit more meaningful. It has a backstory from beginning to end. So I'm really pushing towards making just even some self projects for that, and then even dipping my toe in the documentarian style. So right now it's fine and it's fun. I love it, but I'm sure I'm probably not going to want to be 55 years old still shooting sports on the sideline.
You know, I'll keep saying it until the day I die, but you got to make it for yourself first. Otherwise, am I in the darkness? Probably. Look at this nice boardwalk, though. It's been a while since I've been here. It's actually pretty good to get out here again. So basically what I've been doing is, you know, with not making videos, like I've just been really kind of like focusing on just like my health. Like, been going to the gym basically every morning this year, if you guys follow me on Instagram, but also kind of like focusing on running and kind of trying to run like 10K every time I go out. So the thing with running is that I'm not trying to win a marathon. I'm not trying to get applause from people for running 10K, it's because it feels good. Like running feels good. So kind of like the same thing kind of goes to like making videos or making content, that you do it because like it feels good, not because, you know, you want like the external validation, or you want you know, the applause that we all want with regards to being on the internet, especially YouTube. But you do it because you feel good. And you know, once you lose that feeling, it becomes really hard to like make stuff, because why would you do something if it doesn't feel good? Hey, that guy's running. That guy knows what's up. That's mine. That guy was so funny. He's like, why is there a camera on the ledge? Good times, good times. I think also the problem with me just like not making stuff is like I've been super uninspired, because like I'm just waiting for like fall to hit, like usually like late summer, when you're just waiting for like the leaves to change and like everything is just like not changing. You're kind of like in limbo with regards to like just waiting for stuff to happen. And I know that, you know, if you want to grow on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, it's always good to have a niche, which I totally agree with. But at the same time, you know, you definitely do want to do different things. Like you do want to do different projects and like kind of push yourself and like just get out of the grind of being in like the machine, because otherwise, I don't know, to me it gets kind of boring. Like what are you trying to achieve? Like what are you trying to do? Like who are you trying to be? Like what do you want your work to be about? You know, who do you want to meet? And I don't know, all these things come into play where you know, if you're just slowly making, if you're only making stuff for like the audience, then yeah, you do get kind of trapped in the machine. And then I think there always comes a point for everyone where it's like, well, what am I trying to do? Like what am I trying to achieve? Who do I want to be? I think it happens for everyone. Doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be really anything. So, you know, I mean, coming from like my channel where it started with like the meetup group, doing vlogs with like the meetup group, then that kind of transitioned into like, you know, doing the Oakville spotlights and like doing the YouTube documentary and doing a couple other short film things, and then that led to like the full-time job thing. And you know, now it's like, now what do I want to do? Like, where do I go from here, kind of thing. It's easy to let others kind of like determine, you know, your value or like, you know, what you offer, but you know, it's super important to like know what you offer, your value, what you're all about, you know, because in the end, like who's gonna fight for you? Like really it comes down to you. Like you gotta fight for you. Like you gotta fight for what you want, you know, what you want to achieve, your goals and all that. And if people aren't cool with that, then they can just keep moving along. You know, that's why my last video, you know, around it's okay taking a break, it's true, because you do need that time to kind of separate and see what's really important to you in terms of like the long run, because especially YouTube is such a marathon, right? Going back to like the running aspect, like YouTube is the marathon of all marathons. So super important. If you're on YouTube, hopefully you took away something from this. Hopefully this vlog's okay. I have no idea how this is. It could be total garbage, but it's not really about that. Like my friend Casey Neistat said,
I hate ideas.
You hate, you're all about it, ideas.
I hate ideas. I always say, like, when somebody tells me I have an idea, I cut them right off. Don't want to hear it. Show me, don't tell me. I think ideas are cheap and they're accessible and they're easy, and it's like a penny for your thoughts, because that's what they're worth, a penny. I believe in execution. Like, I love seeing things that are done.
and he's right. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully this is the start of something brand new and fresh and interesting. And of course, if you like this, like and subscribe, all that jazz, and we shall see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace. You know I always come back for it, right? Every time? Yeah. Just curious if you thought I had to help or something. No, gotta come back. Sometimes making videos is a lonely job, but someone's gotta do it. And I guess that person is me, which, you know, you're welcome. But